Got a question for you. That's on the My HISRadio app, by the way, on the open mic. If your baby were to be named after your pregnancy cravings, what would their names be? It's Rob and Liz in the morning, His Radio.
Chocolate, Mountain Dew, and oranges. So my oldest would be oranges, and then my middle is chocolate and low Mountain Dew.
Why were they different? I would think that the cravings would be the same.
I've not heard that. I know my mom craved chocolate cake with me, so I'd be chocolate cake. So I don't know. I don't know why they're different with each child, but totally different. If I ate something sweet with my daughter, I was nauseated all day.
You needed oranges.
I needed oranges.
Oranges.
Yeah.
That's something. I know somebody who's pregnant. Her name is Ninja.
Yeah.
Ninja, who's our producer. What are you craving?
Mustard.
What? So Oliver, that's going to be her baby's name. Oliver would be mustard? Why mustard? That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if you're low in potassium. Isn't that what mustard has? Potassium?
I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Wow.
Well, at least you pick something that has no calories in it.
Well, true.
You can have all the mustard you want. That's so great.
Mustard.
So does it have to be on something, or are you just putting it on a spoon or squirting it right in the mouth?
No, I could just squirt it.
Yeah.
Wild.
Sometimes that's the way cravings are. It doesn't matter.
Mustard.
Like, you just got to ingest it as quickly as possible. So Maria texted avocado.
Avocado? What?
Avocado.
Really?
Yeah, so her baby, the avocado for her son.
Couldn't. No, wow.
Oh, avocado's so good.
Okay, I'm curious for Scott, what would the kids be called off the cravings of your wife?
Salsa. Let's see. Chicken enchilada. She was really into Mexican food. So pretty much take the Mexican restaurant menu. That was a lot of her
Amazing.
cravings.
Okay, I've got
Yeah.
it. Little Chalupa. That's the name
There
of
you
that
go.
baby, Chalupa.
Little chalupa.
Doesn't that sound great?
Amazing. Here's an open mic that came in off the My HISRadio app.
My oldest would be low melt. I craved Waffle House grease. And my twins would be sriracha.
Sriracha.
Oh, sriracha. That baby is spicy.
I had a lot of hair.
Yeah, okay. Alana texted and said, my oldest would be named French Fries Sundae, because evidently she wanted them both maybe together. The youngest, Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls.
Missy texted and said, okay, Honey Nut Cheerios. Not only was it my craving, it's all I could eat. I feel that.
That was it, Missy? Wow.
Sometimes
24/7.
Everything else makes you sick. Cat, my daughter, would be hot and sour soup. My son, Little McDouble.
That's a lot of trips to Mickey D's there, huh?
They loved you, racked up the
Oh,
points.
I love that. Okay, Rhonda is here at 800-447-7234. What about you, Rhonda?
My oldest one, my son, would be chili dog. And my daughter would be crab legs or shrimp.
Whoa. Chili dog, crab legs, or shrimp?
So I upgraded.
Yes, you did, girl. That was an expensive pregnancy for you.
Yes, it was.
Michelle is going to have a hard time with the monogram because here's what baby number one needed. Warm peanut butter sandwich with a raspberry-filled Ghirardelli, chocolate melted in the middle, but wait, with a side of crunchy pickles and fresh crab legs.
Get out.
How do you crave all of that? But that is one monogram. Baby number two could not get enough of watermelon, and I guess she loves it even today. So those were the pregnancy cravings. Amanda, my boys would be Taco Bell, and my girl would be hot fudge brownie.
How different they are from each child is amazing to me.
Kim texted, my son would be meat and three.
Meat and three.
I hear that.
That's so good. Ashton is here at 800-447-7234. What about you?
So my oldest, my son, he would be probably hash browns because I could not get enough of Waffle House's hash browns.
Scattered, smothered, and covered.
Mm-hmm. And then my youngest, before I found out I was pregnant, I could not get enough of Bojangles honey mustard. I probably could have drank it.
The honey mustard?
Yes. Anything that I could dip in it, like I would get their chicken supreme, I think, with their seasoned fries, and like if I had anything left, I would find things to dip in it just to eat it.
Like your fingers?
I mean, it's possible.
Here's an open mic that just came in. This is off the My His Radio app.
If my children were named after my pregnancy cravings, my son would be jalapeno cheeseburger and my daughter would be brownie sundae.
So vastly different.
So different from each other.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Eggo, you know, the maker of the Lego My Eggo thing, the breakfast. It's a waffle, isn't it?
It is.
Do they have pancakes?
I think they do. I feel like I used to buy them for my boys when they were going to school in the morning because they loved their little pancakes.
And I'll tell you why that question. That question is because Eggo just opened up in Gatlinburg, a place that you can rent, and they call it the House of Pancakes.
Which is weird because I feel like IHOP's going to be like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
They don't have the word international in front of it, so they probably get away with it. But still, it's in Gatlinburg, which is beautiful. The thing is the color of the Eggo box. Is that yellow?
Yes.
I'm colorblind, so I'm pretty
Or the
sure.
face of the sun.
It's everything inside. It's themed off of Eggo's, this little house of pancakes that anybody can rent. The sticks of butter for their pillows.
Yeah, and fruit because a lot of people like fruit on their pancakes.
Yeah, the whole butter or breakfast-inspired cornhole that they have. You should see the wallpaper, all the furniture. It's just like, ooh, talk about brightest sun. And they call it the house of pancakes because the house looks like a stack of pancakes from the outside.
Even with the syrup
That's crazy.
dripping down from the roof.
That is just so crazy. This would be some place I could see Scott going to because he loves Eggos.
I do. I love them. And when I saw this maple syrup fountain, I said, that's what I need.
Oh,
I
that's
need a maple
inside.
syrup fountain for my pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
that sounds
opened up registration to stay in this thing for free for 3 nights.
Yeah. So, and it's this weekend. So, like, you
Oh,
gotta,
wait, you have to go this weekend
I
to
think
stay?
so. Or maybe just the registration open up this weekend. But it's coming up quick because they're celebrating, you know, their love of pancakes, I guess. But I feel like they should have done the waffles because that's what I equate first to Eggo.
I was a
True.
little surprised by that, too. Like they didn't have the waffles. I feel like they're known more for their waffles.
Well, I mean, everybody, I feel like, at least in my family, knows Lego My Eggo because we used to say
All the time.
So, I mean,
Rush over to the toaster.
yeah, but I do not feel personally like you would get a good night's sleep.
What? Oh, it's so bright.
My daughter's room, when she lived with us, and it's still this color, is the same color.
Why don't you paint it?
And, well,
She's gone.
it's an homage to my baby.
What?
It's an homage to my baby.
Homage?
Honor?
And thank you.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Snake. They found a brand new species of snake in the Amazon. This team of university guys from Queensland. They were invited to go by the people who live there. So they're going through the Amazon near Ecuador. And all of a sudden it's like, what is that? And it is a snake, a brand new species they've never seen of a snake before.
No, it's like an anaconda, but it's northern green anaconda is what they call
Is that
it.
different from a snake?
An
Aren't those snakes?
Anaconda are, and I'm going back. I saw this movie. I think it was called Anaconda,
Yeah.
like a while back,
There are a bunch of snakes in it.
and I still get weirded out by it. Like, so they're humongous.
Yes,
I
very
mean,
big.
And I won't go into how they can harm people, but they can harm people.
They're giant-sized
They're
snakes.
giant.
These ones are. I don't know how poisonous they are. I don't think they are.
I mean, you hear these people from Queensland, they hear that there is a giant snake and they're like, I want to go take a look. No, no, sir.
Jake saw this on what? Instagram, TikTok, something like that?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
What'd you think?
Well, the video shows the guy, like a diver, just diving down into the water, and then all of a sudden there's this huge log that just starts moving, and it's the
Nope.
flipping snake.
Nope. Nope.
The big old
Nope.
snake.
We're done.
800-447-7234. Hey, Pat.
To tell you, when you're that big, you don't need to be poisonous. You can squeeze people. You can swallow people. You
Okay.
don't need to be poisonous when you're that crazy big. So just throwing that out there for you.
Very comforting.
Like how?
I any intention on going swimming in the Amazon. I don't want to test that theory, though.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I've never been part of a book club.
Really?
And, yeah, and I feel like they went away. Like, I feel like that was a big thing maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s. Maybe it's just I don't get invited to those things, but it looks like I'm seeing on social. A lot of my friends are like, oh, we're doing a book club. We're doing, you know.
I feel like I see them everywhere.
Yeah, I have not. So I'm.
Those are invited only things? I had no idea.
Well, I think you have to kind of know, your circle that's going to have one, or you could start one. I don't know that I can start one. I don't have enough time to sort of manage all of that.
I can hook you up.
Okay.
I know somebody who can help you start your own book club.
Okay.
She's our very own ninja.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we reading? Yeah?
Back in the day, I'm not doing it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't do the book club now, but it was back in high school.
She did book clubs. I mean, you ran them, right?
Yes, they met at my house once a month.
Okay, so tell me, one of the books that you did for book club.
We read through the Kingdom series, which I really loved. It's basically the Bible, but told through medieval times with knights and kings. It was really good.
Is it like a young adult kind of a book, or okay? Because I'm like, I could
high
get
school.
into that.
This
right.
is high school.
Yes, high
So,
school young adult.
how would you instruct or encourage Liz to start her own book club?
Okay, well, you need to have your group of people who you don't want to see that often. And you'd pick a time, a night, get them all together on an email. Well, I use email blast, but
Yeah.
now I guess it would be texting. And we did a meal. Everybody brought something to take part in a meal.
Liz can do that.
Okay, so here's my thing. Nights are hard for me. See, I have all these stipulations. Could we do it sans the meal and do it on Zoom? To make it easier, like if there is a mama that's got a lot of things going on in the evening, or, that kind of thing.
That sounds distracting. Well, I feel people are doing that.
I feel like it too.
But that would be distracting. Wouldn't you think, Ninja?
You could do it however you want, really, but I'm kind of,
Okay.
when I hear Zoom, I kind of,
check out.
yeah.
Yeah, I zoom out.
No, see, I don't. I'm all in because I've been looking for a Bible study, a women's Bible study on Zoom, and nobody does them.
Yeah, they do.
Well, not in my life, they don't. And I'm like, can we do it on Zoom? And then I don't hear anything back. And so I'm thinking if I started a book club, I would do it on Zoom. And then you don't have to do the meal, or you could just eat. But
Yeah, so what is a sans?
without. You don't know what sans a belt? Do you know what sans a belt is on men's trousers? So it's where the little flap comes over, like where a belt would go.
Okay.
And then you just hook over here. It's called sans a belt.
What's that got to do with eating?
Like without a meal. Sans a meal.
You just said a belt.
I'm saying, I was giving you an example.
Okay.
Mimi said, here's where you should meet. Because I was asking, Zoom or whatever. She said Google Meet, not Zoom, because Zoom can cost. Like if you go over a certain time limit. She said, or you could do one that meets in the afternoons at a coffee shop. I'm loving that.
I've got my open mic.
Okay.
Were
Well,
you done? I'm sorry.
I'm not done.
Okay, keep going.
Because she said once a month so everybody has time to read the book and then you get together. And then I got one more text.
I'm going to play the open mic while I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning. I was wanting to let you know that the public libraries have book clubs on a regular basis. Just go to their websites and you'll see what books they're reviewing and the days and times. They also allow you to order books or book sets as a book club. You choose what books you want.
No, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool that you get the book for free so you don't have to go out and buy it. Kat texted and said she participated in a Facebook group that was a book club and they did it live with the video, worked just fine.
Yeah, you can do that through Facebook. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
So there's hope for Liz.
Yay.
She can be in a book club.
And then I got an email from Jessica and she wants to do a book club or a Bible study. So yay!
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So here is this young man. I'm going to say 7 or 8 years old at the most. 7 or 8 years old. He's taking out the garbage. I think he really didn't know that the cameras that are outside this home, those Ring camera things, capture everything, audio, everything. And so evidently, he had some kind of discussion with his mom about chicken that she makes every night. Every night she makes chicken. He's just a little tired of it. He's taking out the garbage. It's his, chore to do. He's taking out the garbage to put in the garbage can. And he is talking to himself, kind of like he's talking to his mom.
The conversation he would like to have.
Exactly. And here's what was captured that she shared on her Instagram.
Eat this, eat that, eat more chicken. Keep eating it. It's healthy for you, we get it. We have chicken every day.
He's walking with a bag.
Oh, this is healthy for you. I want you to grow big and strong. I work out. I don't want no freaking chicken. Nobody wants chicken. Been eating it for a day, every single day of my year.
He's literally walking to the garbage can, down to the driveway, around the driveway behind the cars, with the garbage bag in his hand, having this whole discussion about, eat more chicken. You got to eat more chicken.
And
chicken every day.
His neck is going back and forth I don't want no more chicken. I work out. Really? Do you? Do you?
He's doing CrossFit.
At 7.
He's kipping those pull-ups.
Oh, my goodness. There's somebody in my family also that would be like, can you just not make chicken again tonight? I'm but it's good for us. It, cuts down on the calories. Can you just?
I could eat the same thing every day.
I could too.
I mean, I'm a creature of habit. I would, lettuce, tomato. Just give me the same thing every day. I'm good with that.
If it were meatloaf, I probably would not be down with the same exact type of food every single day, but the same protein would be okay.
I feel Scott's kids are like this.
We have chicken quite a bit, and chicken's pretty versatile. You can have it in a lot of different ways, and my kids are a little picky when it comes to certain foods, and they do get tired if we have something like chicken a lot. They'll start getting tired about it, or if we have spaghetti or pasta or something like that. They don't like it.
But you can have chicken Alfredo. You can have chicken Parmigiana. You can have barbecue
Still
chicken.
Still chicken every night.
Right, but it's so different. The spices, the flavors are so different. You can have chicken curry. You can have
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
They say a cushion of fat helps whales sing. So those whale noises that you hear. Yeah, that. Something like
that.
It's that she's really close. There's a layer of fat that helps make it loud and helps make them sing.
Yeah. Some of the whales don't even have voice boxes, but they use that layer of fat to sort of push the air, which makes the
Isn't that wild?
sound. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But I guess it makes sense, right? So if you, and this is my weird brain, so if you have a soda bottle, a glass soda bottle, and you blow the air across the top of it, it makes that.
Yeah, that whoo.
That whoo. So
Yeah.
I feel
I
like.
like our sound effects.
I know, right? I feel like that's kind of the premise behind it.
It is. It is. And when I read this, I'm like, wow, this might help my vocals when I sing. That little layer of fat that I have. It's helpful. So I'm like,
Well, and you should sing from your diaphragm, not from, your voice box,
well,
right?
listen to Liz.
Well, if you take the air just here from your neck, you're not going to get as much sound, correct?
Is that how I sing?
I don't know.
No wonder
I'm just
why I
thinking it through.
struggle when I sing.
No, but if you take the air into your diaphragm and use that to push out, then you can. And we do that when we speak because we speak for a living.
And then I just tap on my layer of belly fat and it'll come out great.
That's the drums.
Oh.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Kamala saw that there was a competition coming up and she thought, I can do that. And so she entered this competition.
What is it?
A Christmas tree throwing competition.
Oh, that's unique.
Yeah, and she's a little bitty thing, but she's like, look, it's 5 feet tall. I got this. So she goes out and she basically wins.
Oh, for real?
Basically wins.
The whole thing or her age division?
Age and maybe, weight division or something like that.
Gotcha.
So she wins it. She gets in trouble afterwards. However.
Why?
Well, it was put out, in the paper, probably posted online
Cheat
somewhere.
or something? How can you cheat at throwing a Christmas tree?
She didn't cheat at throwing the Christmas tree, but a couple years before, she'd been in an accident, a car accident.
Okay.
And she basically, said, my back, my neck, and my back, like everything's hurting. She started and put in for disability.
Okay.
She asked for $500,000, and they had okayed it. So somebody saw that she won this competition, and they were like, excuse me, we're paying out a lot of money for her disability. And so it got taken back to court. She
No.
was sued because of the disability.
Get out.
Here's what the judge said. It is a very large natural Christmas tree, and it's being thrown by her in a very agile movement. I'm afraid I cannot but conclude the claims were entirely exaggerated. On that basis, I propose to dismiss the claim.
No.
She had quit her job. Like she just was taking the money and then decided, I'm going to go throw a Christmas tree.
Well, maybe, benefit of the doubt, maybe she was really hurt and she just got better in a couple of years. This happened a few years ago, you said.
Yeah, but she was
as far
still
as the accident.
She was still taking the checks. So that was the problem, that if she did get better, that she didn't go back and say, you know what, miraculous healing, and I need to stop taking the money because now I can go out and support myself.
Well, I'm glad she feels better.
I am
at
glad
least.
she feels better, but the judge said, no.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I don't know if there's a competitiveness in your nature, if you know somebody that's like that. But when you beat somebody, let's say at checkers, that's really good at checkers, you're like, yes. Or you beat them at soccer or something like that. You're like, you feel real good because they're good, right? So here is this young man. He's 8 years old, and he likes to play chess. As a matter of fact, he's in these big world competitions of chess. That's how good he is. Now, he is the world's youngest ever grand master of the planet chess player.
At 8
He
years
holds
old.
the title, the youngest ever. He beat out the guy who's 37 years old.
Chess is an involved game. Like you have to know what each of the little guys do. I don't know what they're called.
The little
pieces.
guys.
Well, you've got the queen, you got the king, you got the knight, the pawn, and they all have different moves that they can do. So this kid is super analytical to be able to think through and see what the best move is going to be. It's not just checkers where you're jumping something.
All the way down to checkmate.
Wow.
Yeah. He is that good.
Like,
it's amazing.
I want to check in on this guy in like 20 years and see what kind of success he's had. If he's doing this at 8, wow, watch out, world.
Right. And then watch. He'll be beat when he's 37 by a 4-year-old.